Hello. Okay, look, kind of disheveled a little bit because I was outside and it's windy today. Okay, let me explain first. Maybe I'll try and put my phone down first. So I'm in a very echoey because a very empty room / apartment. Here, maybe let me take you to a different room. This one's probably too big to not sound extremely echoey. Okay, this is even worse. Kitchen? Yeah, this is better. I think. I'll put this here. Okay. So I'm moving again. Or actually, I mean, to be fair, I already basically moved. All my furniture is gone and the place got cleaned professionally. So hopefully tomorrow when I give back the keys, everything's gonna go super smoothly and things are gonna be fine. Yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video. Don't have a lot of time because I want to catch the next bus back to my partner's apartment, which I guess is now also mine. Yeah, so yeah, I just felt like documenting or maybe creating a memory to hold on to of this moment because I'm very excited to be moving in with my partner, and I definitely took plenty of time to think about the decision, or rather I didn't even consider that as an option until a few months ago, because I wanted to be really sure that our relationship is super good and stable and you know, we vibe really well, which we do, but that's, yeah, it's not just about that, but also like we already have a lot of experience kind of spending all of our time together because I'm constantly over there anyway, so at some point it just kind of, all my reservations that I had about moving in with another person, you know, due to certain experiences that I've made with that in the past, I don't know, they just became less and less relevant. My worries just kind of dissipated on their own, and eventually I was like, I mean, why am I keeping that apartment? I mean, I love this apartment, which by the way I'm gonna show you around. It's empty now, but yeah, it's more like as a memento for me, I guess, even though it would have been nice to do this when it wasn't empty yet, but that's okay. Sorry, interrupting myself again in the middle of telling the story. Yeah, so yeah, I just kind of lost my concerns over time. They just kind of went away, and I was like, it's so wasteful to, I mean, also such a financial burden as well, for me to just keep paying for this apartment that I'm never in. Like seriously, it got to the point where I would come here like once every 2 weeks at most. A lot of the time even less than that, just to like empty the mailbox to see if anybody sent me mail or something, and you know, just like check out the place, see if everything's all right, you know, and that's not really useful. Like there's so many people looking for a nice place to live, right? So why would I keep holding on to this one when I'm not even using it? Okay, someone's making noise. I don't know, maybe it's like a screwdriver screwdriver or something, like an electric, what do you call this? A power tool of some sort. Okay, seems to have stopped. Yeah. And I discussed this new idea of mine, or this new way of thinking, with my partner, and to my delight, he was very open to the idea of moving in together. And actually it seemed like he was immediately just really excited about it, which was really nice. It wasn't like, oh, really? Moving in together, you know, like, let's think about this. No, not at all. Like, I think on his side, he was just really excited. So anyway, but we didn't like just dive straight into it right away. I just kind of like brought the topic up, but at the same time telling him like, this is just something that just now started like popping up in my mind, and I just wanted to like lay it out there that maybe it is an option for us to move in together, even though I kept saying like, no, definitely not in the next few years. Like, I want to still have my own place while I'm studying and everything. But yeah, I wanted him to know that my thinking has kind of changed on that, and just see how he feels about it, and if he feels ready for it, we should like start thinking about it together. And what I would really like to do is make a pros and cons list, because I think that's a pretty good way to make decisions usually. Yeah, and you know, together, just like sit down together and think about all the pros, like potential pros and cons of going through with that. And so we did that on a long train ride. I don't remember. I think we were going to Germany to visit family of mine or something. And on the way there, we took the time to like write it all down on like a notepad. And yeah, it very quickly became clear that both of us could think of a lot more benefits than counterpoints. So yeah, at the end we had like, I don't know, 3 times as many pros than cons, I think. Sorry, I'm trying to speak kind of quietly because I feel like since it's so echoing here and everything, people upstairs or next door, oops, sorry, might hear me, and it's making me self-conscious, and I think you can tell. But I hope you can still understand what I'm saying. I'm not really sure where is the microphone on an iPhone. I hope I'm not covering it. Also, I keep looking at myself instead of at you. Yeah, I think this is my first time talking into the camera like this, like with the, like, while seeing myself. Oh, also, that was maybe not such a good decision, I realize now, because I thought I would be able to just switch the camera around to the other way, but let me see. Can I? It doesn't seem like I can. Okay, that's frustrating, because the next thing I wanted to do was show you around my now former apartment. I guess I can do it with this camera. Probably the quality isn't as good as the back-facing camera, right? This is the front-facing one? Yeah. Also, it might be mirrored. I think this one's mirrored. Or I might have to either retake this whole thing or just stop it here and then start a new video, and then I'll stitch them together. I think that's probably what I'll do. It's not that much work. If that's the only editing I'm doing, then, you know, that's simple enough. Okay, so yeah, now that you know the story behind everything, I think that's what I'll do next. So, see you in just a second. Or I guess you won't see me anymore, but you'll still hear me. Okay, so let's start in the kitchen. I had like blinds here because like people walking by out there on the street can like look straight into my kitchen otherwise, so yeah, that's a bit exposed. So yeah, I had some like light yellow paper blinds here, and it looked really nice, I think. And also, what's really great about this window, so I have a little bit of greenery here, as you can see. And in this tree, oh my gosh, every morning so many birds would sit there and sing, and it's so nice to wake up to bird song, or like, you know, come into the kitchen and get something out of the fridge or whatever. Maybe cook, although I very rarely did, and I think you can tell because everything looks like new, including like the oven. That's no accident. I mean, they did clean in here as well, of course, but also I barely used most things because shortly after moving in, I met my partner, or rather, I'd met him before, but we got close not long after I moved here. Anyway, yeah, so it's just a really nice little kitchen. It's small, but not too small, and it's very modern. I mean, I'm gonna miss this. Here, let's take a look from a little farther away. Yeah, so yeah, you would come into the kitchen like this, and yeah. Ooh, what time is it? Oh crap, I need to go soon, okay. Need to not talk for that much longer, but yeah, sorry. Okay, so yeah, so the best part about the kitchen though is that I also had washer and dryer right here, my own. I don't have to share with other people from, you know, other people living in this house, because there are also you know, things you can use in the cellar or basement, but I love having my own. And so at the new place, or my partner's place, we don't have our own washer and dryer, and it's sometimes just kind of annoying to have to coordinate around other people and stuff. But anyway, so yeah, this also I really like because that was basically my pantry, and I love that it's so space saving. So smart, you know, to use that little space right there. Yeah, I had like cans, you know, canned foods here and pasta and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, and then it just slides in really nicely there. Ooh, real quick, I don't think I've shown you any of my apartment yet, really. So this is also nice. This was my cutlery drawer, and it just also slides right in there. And it's nice and tucked away. Oh yeah, and this one, you just do this. It's like magnetic. Yeah. The other thing I really liked, also, can we talk about how nice this floor is? Man, all the floors in this apartment are just so nice. Okay, the other thing I loved was my dishwasher. Because so it's really nice and small, like perfect for living alone. Ooh, they cleaned this one really nicely too, so shiny. Yeah, and so when it's done and it's like in drying mode, it opens up by itself, which really was a bit of a shock the first time I saw it. I was like, whoop, wow, what just happened? But yeah, it just like pops open so that fresh air can come in and things can dry a lot better. I guess most modern dishwashers do this, but I had no idea before moving in here. The one at my partner's place also does that, but yeah, it was new to me, so I just really loved it. Nothing much more to say about this room, other than, yeah, it's just, oh yeah, if you're wondering, like, what do you call that in English? You know, when you cook and there's like smoke and, not necessarily smoke, hopefully you know, if you don't burn your food, hopefully there won't be smoke, but just like condensation and stuff or whatever. So yeah, so there is, oh my gosh, what do you call it? I've played enough Sims to know this, but I can't remember. Anyway, it's red in here, and you just like pull it out like this, and then it starts automatically, and also the light goes on automatically. Isn't that smart? Man, there's so many just freaking cool appliances in here. Kind of miss those, yeah. This is just a cupboard. I think I've shown you all the things. Oh yeah, and that's like the electric box, whatever. It's kind of a weird place for it, but that's because this apartment is actually like half of another apartment. So my landlady just like split hers in two and then decided to rent out. Oh, hi. I said you wouldn't see me again, but I guess here we are. Oh yeah, okay, this is the little bathroom. I had a, you know, furniture right there to put stuff in, but I took that with me to the new place. Here you just, yeah, take everything with you. I think most countries you do that, but oh yeah, Germany is weird because, so a nice kitchen like this wouldn't just be in an apartment the way it is here in Germany. Usually you have to bring your own kitchen, which is like the dumbest thing ever. Because how, yeah, usually then it won't fit in the new place, and you know, it's a whole thing, but I won't go into that now. I actually don't have time. Okay, this is the shower. Very nice. I would have preferred to have a bathtub because I love taking baths, but obviously there's no space for that. Yeah, nice silhouette. Yeah. I wonder if you can get a sense for how, like, for the size of the room. I'm not really sure if you can, because I can only really show you like one corner at a time. But yeah, it's small, but not too small in my opinion. And again with a nice floor. And also it's heated flooring, like floor heating. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's also a big plus that I'm gonna miss. Yeah, here's a little hallway type thingy. And then this was my bedroom. Hang on, I'm gonna check the time real quick. Okay, it's okay. I still have like 10 minutes till my bus goes. Okay. Yeah, so this was my bedroom. Oh yeah, right at the very beginning I did a video in here. At that time I had the couch in here because I didn't have a bed yet. Like I purchased and like ordered one, but I had to wait for it to arrive. Yeah. And then later, I of course moved the couch out to the living room that I'm gonna show you next, and I had a nice big bed here. Yeah, that was nice. And I had some like light green curtains, like see-through ones, but just, you know, to again shield from passers-by looking in. Ooh, okay, so this was another thing that I personally really enjoyed. So this is like a cow pasture. So they kept like really young cows there, not quite calves, but like, you know, young cows, and they would moo in the morning and wake me up, and that was sometimes kind of annoying. Oh man, the windows are dirty again. I had them cleaned, but I mean, yeah, you know, all that needs to happen is for it to rain once, and then already it's dirty again. Yeah, so anyway, getting woken up by cows and birds was a really, really nice change from like Tokyo city noise, you know, which I had experienced for like 8 years before that. So, but yeah, so yeah, I had like green curtains, not really like green, but like kind of like a light minty sort of tone for like daytime. And then I also had like blackout curtains that I could pull. And yeah, but also there's like a what's it called? Blinds, but like the outside type, whatever. Shutters, I think. I don't know. There's my backpack just sitting there waiting for me to pick it up and leave again. This was the living room. Yeah. So from here you can see kind of how the whole layout works. So you come in through here. Yeah, by the way, I had like a tiny little terrace area as well. I never really sat there, it's so sad. I'm gonna take you outside in a second as well, but yeah, so you would come in through here, that's like the front door basically. And then I had a desk right here, looking out over the mountains. Really fun in theory to be sitting here and looking out at the beautiful landscape, but in practice I rarely actually ended up doing it. Because again, I wasn't actually here that much. Yeah, and then I had my couch there. And no TV, but I did have a console, like a low console there. And a shoe mat here, and you know. Yeah, it's all very different when it's empty like this. I also had curtains there, because I really like curtains. Okay, yeah. So this room's pretty big, and the bedroom's pretty big too. Like it's a quite generous layout for just one person, I think. Especially compared to what apartments are like in Tokyo. Let me tell you. Yeah, so you would come in from there and then through here, through the living room, and then, yeah. And then there's the bedroom to the right, and then if you keep going, you come to the kitchen. Very nice, in my opinion. Oh yeah, maybe you're wondering why all the like mosquito screens or like bug screens are not in the windows, but basically the cleaners that I hired just did that to show, because they cleaned the apartment a week before I give back the keys, and they just wanted to make sure that when the landlady checks, she can see that the windows were cleaned. And then they'll put it back in, I guess. Back in the windows. Yeah, everything's nice and clean here. Yeah, so yeah, and there's the bathroom. Yeah, anyway, I think you get the idea. Or future me gets the idea. Oh, dang, it's almost time. Okay, just very quickly, let me show you the outside. Actually, I guess I could leave too. Yeah, I hope I can properly lock the place up while I still have this running. Okay, here I have like a little oh man. Okay, no, I'm very bad at multitasking, as I've said many times on this channel. So hang on, let me put on my shoes first. Okay. In the meantime, you can look. Okay, and then I'll lock up the door. This is my little terrace area. Those are lights, solar lights. And that's the view. It's not as clear today as it sometimes is, but here's a garden gate. Hang on, I gotta put away the key. Alright, I'm at the bus stop now. Back in the wind. Hang on, not show too much stuff in the background because security reasons. Yeah, I kind of had to interrupt that filming. Ooh, okay, my bus is here. Hang on. Okay, I'm home now, in my new home, and just wanted to say, whoops, I'm staring at myself again. I forgot to kind of say goodbye to my old apartment properly. I know this might be a controversial opinion, but I personally really like the way that Marie Kondo thanks not just objects and clothes and stuff, but also spaces, or like introduces herself to the spaces that she walks into and kind of, you know, gets in touch with the house or apartment that she comes to work in. And yeah, I think it would be really nice to say goodbye to my apartment in the same way. Hang on, I can take this off now. So I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning before my landlady arrives to check if everything's okay and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna go there a little early so that I can just kind of sit down on the floor and feel the gratitude that I have for this you know, era in my life. It was a very short one, just like a brief episode, but still a very good one. Living out in the countryside was such a welcome change from big city life. I mean, I love Tokyo. I love Tokyo so much, and I love visiting still. I mean, yeah, maybe you saw. I was there in February with my partner. it was his first time. All right. Well, I'm not having a ton of luck today with filming. So that last cut was because my camera stopped filming because apparently I'm out of space. Once again, always out of space on my phone. That might have something to do with that Japan trip I was just talking about. Because I admittedly still have a ton of the pictures and videos. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. It just happened again, because as I just tried to say, I have a ton of videos and photos from Japan still on my phone, and I think I transferred them all to my laptop, so technically I could delete them, but like, it's whatever. I also just like having them, but yeah, I'm just gonna